fix myself. The ultimate health, feeling pretty good. It's the ultimate wealth, yeah.
Yo, yo, yo. Juice Master Max here. And today we got kind of a serious episode for you guys. So astrologically, we just moved into Cancer season, and Cancer is all about like emotional well-being, emotional blockages, fears, and facing your fears. So today's episode, I thought it would be a perfect time to talk about releasing and facing our fears. So everybody has deep-rooted fears buried somewhere within them, whether we acknowledge them or else whether if we just don't acknowledge them and just like have them hidden away in there. So I think like as children, I mean, we definitely all had them as children, and I think for most people it's easier to just put them aside and just like carry them with us without even noticing it sometimes. So I want to talk to you guys about how to face these fears and how to get rid of these fears so we can grow and really like reach our true potential. So for me, I always had this big fear from the time I was a little kid of being alone, and I can see how it's like manifested in my life. Like even now, I feel like instead of like staying home and working on things that are really important to me, like music and writing, I tend to go hang out with homies or like go to town to like be around people. And even though that's not like what I really want to do, I do it because it's like this, like I'm bowing down to the fear instead of like letting myself do what's gonna like grow my soul the most. And I'm not saying that's all the time, but it's definitely like affected my life. And I think like everybody has like fears that have definitely like held them back, whether it's just from like small little things in your life to like really big things in your life, to like going after your dreams and like pursuing like what you're here in this world to do. So for me, like that fear of being alone like manifests in like my solar plexus chakra. It's right in my core, and it's like it's manifested into like health problems. I've always had like problems digesting food. It kind of like gets like stagnant right here, because it's blocked, because it's not fully open, so it like makes it hard to like digest food. And that's the other thing, like usually emotional blockages and like fear will manifest into physical blockages. So it's not only like affecting you like emotionally and subconsciously, but it's also causing like physical problems on our body. So I want to teach you guys how to like really face these fears and learn how to like look them straight in the eyes and release them. So I want you guys to take a minute and think about like what your deepest fear is, because everybody has a fear. Like I don't care what, if you say you're fearless, everyone has something that like gives you that like uneasy feeling on the inside. So take a minute and think about like what your deepest fear is, and then I want you to take a minute and think about like where on your body you feel that fear. And then I want you to take another minute and I want you to think about like what emotions come up when you think about that fear and how it makes you feel. So after you do that, put this video on pause for a minute and meditate for, even if it's just for a minute, a couple minutes, and really like focus in on that exact spot where you feel that fear, and just like focus it and like push air to it and just like really like put all your attention to that fear. And that's kind of like our energy, like facing that energy, that fear. And then I want you to think about what you would have accomplished if that fear didn't get in your way and how that would make you feel. And I want you to take that emotion of how that would make you feel if that fear never had gotten in your way. Maybe it's like joyous, maybe it's excited. And I want you to take that emotion, and I want you to grab that emotion, and I want you to push that emotion to whatever spot in your body you're holding the negative emotion, the fear. And that's kind of like taking your inner light and throwing it at like the darkness or the fear, and saying, looking it in the eyes and saying, you're not going to like affect my life anymore. You're not going to affect where I want to be in this life. I'm going to use my full potential to do what I'm here to do, and I'm not going to let you hold me back anymore. And in like religious terms, I think when they say like demons and angels, I think demons are like those negative feelings, like those fears that like affect us from doing what we really want to do, or it's just like that mindset, not having like enough confidence to go after what we want to go after. And then that positive emotion would be like your angel, like blasting that demon down, like you know. So focus on that positive emotion and push it to the negative emotion, and really like just like try to feel your body. You might want to like stretch a couple minutes before doing this, and that like really brings you in touch with your body. Like feel your fingers, feel your toes, feel your nose, and then after that really focus in on like the spot where you feel that biggest, deepest, darkest fear. And one of the biggest problems with big, deep, dark fears is a lot of times we escape from them instead of dealing with them. And that can be with drugs and alcohol, using it as like an escape just because we don't want to like feel what we feel. Or it can even be with like food, like eating too much sugar, it can be with like sleeping too much, not wanting to get out of bed. It can be like anything that we're doing instead of what we're supposed to be doing, basically. So it's much easier to like cover up the fear with an escape than facing those fears. But I promise you guys, if you face those fears and look it straight in the eyes and tell it that you're not going to let it control you anymore, you're going to feel pretty darn good. So yeah, just like really like do this. And since it's usually a deep-rooted issue, like this would be like a great like routine to like do this like meditation like every day for a week, and just like really focus in on it. Think about how that makes you feel, and then think about how you would feel if you were doing what you're meant to do. I'm a strong believer that the meaning of life here, this is the big one, the meaning of life is basically all about like learning lessons and helping our souls develop and grow. So I mean, these fears that we're born with are actually kind of a gift, because once we can face it, we have like this huge soul growth, and that is like what makes us evolve and like move to the next level. So facing these fears will not only help you get farther in life, but it'll help your soul evolve and grow. And you guys, if you don't face these fears, then typically they'll just like come with you lifetime after lifetime after lifetime until you face it. But if you face it this lifetime, then next time you'll get to do all sorts of new like possibilities and new obstacles that'll help make you grow even more. But anyway, I would absolutely love to hear from you guys. I'd love to hear your experiences. I'd love to hear what your fears are and how your fears have held you back. So comment down below any questions. Also, feel free to private message me. I would be more than happy to help you guys work through anything. And give me a like if you want to see more videos like this one. Since this is a health and wellness channel, I really want to focus on not only like body health, like I've mostly been doing, but I want to focus on mental health, like spiritual health, and body health, and have it be like a circle, a complete circle of all three things, because all three things lead you to perfect harmony, perfect health. But yeah, subscribe to my channel, lots more videos coming soon, you guys. Blessings, and look those fears in the eyes, and you guys will be happy you did. Alright, lots of love. See you guys next time.